Hello, we are back. I apologize for the 2 week break. That happened because school started and I had no idea what my schedule was looking like, and turns out it was fine the whole time. Yay. Anyway, we are back, and I believe it is time that I unmute and say hello to the players. Probably going to be talking about Magic when I unmute, so.
Spell slots, you get just multiple tiny ones that
Hello!
never advance.
Hello.
Hello!
It is time to begin.
I forget what we're doing, but yet again, Tommy forgets a lot of things.
It's on brand.
I'm back.
I think we punched someone, right?
Yes, you punched people, and then now
And I tripped.
recap is going to happen for the session you missed. Last time on Family Memories, the party talked with the guards about what had happened with the gang that attacked them. And then Zuko decided to try and sneak into the guardhouse and interrogate the people. Unbeknownst to him, someone was already interrogating the person, and then chaos ensued, and he is now arrested by Archmage Emma. Anyway, the rest of the party.
Why do you guys keep breaking the law when I turn my back for like 2 seconds? Why?
Wasn't me.
Oh no, I'm not even saying this in character. This is just out of game. As soon as Tommy turns away, everyone's evil. Like, not evil, just everyone breaks the law immediately.
We haven't broke the law. Like me and Archon haven't broke the law here.
You broke the laws of physics.
How did I do? How did I break the laws of physics here?
The
Oh, yeah,
rift,
how's the spider
named
doing?
after you.
Ah, fair.
Anyway,
Tommy's
what
go
does the
ahead.
party do?
Tommy is wondering, I wonder what's this spider doing?
We haven't seen the spider in forever. Oh god.
It's
They're
been a
still being
day.
tended to. Yeah, but for us, it's been years. The mental
Yeah.
capacity of a D&D player is on par with that of a small child. They're easily distracted because they think it's been years. In reality, it has been.
But in
Well,
game,
speaking of which, uh, Lima, an individual
Yeah?
comes up to you. Hello, are you Lima Solomon?
Yes. Hello.
Adelard would
Hello.
like to see you about, I do not know how to phrase this. Your pet?
Oh,
Magic
understood.
pajamas.
Understood. I'll come right away. Can you leave me to him, please?
Alright.
Tommy
and,
wants to pet this spider.
and this individual will take you to, I actually have a map for this. Just have to find it.
Give me my stuff. I'll find you real quick so you
Here?
can bring me
Yes, it's here.
there.
You're knocked out on this map. Hold on.
Tommy will follow.
Alright. Do the gnolls follow as well?
Yes. Because the puppy brigade must continue.
Does Archon
Hardcore.
Frederick join as well? Did they join?
I get yeah. Archon is just carrying Frederick and just trying to just keep with the party. Make sure nothing happens.
Alright. So, Lima, you come up into Adelard's office. I have not switched the player view. My apologies. I forget how to run Roll20.
It's okay. We all do. I'm still trying to learn stuff.
Hello, Solomon.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Sir.
Now, if you could take your spider, please.
Okay.
Pointy!
Hey,
I
buddy.
just realized how weird that sounded
How
outside.
you doing? Like Lima starts petting him. It's like, come on, let's go downstairs with everybody else.
Spider will look up at you. Roll me animal handling.
Oh boy.
Oh yes,
What
but
please roll a dice. Oh,
11.
oh no.
It looks at you. I would
I thought we
And
I thought we gonna
recommend.
like
I would recommend getting some magical enforcement for your taming of that creature.
any place you recommend me going then?
That is not my responsibility.
Understood. Thank you. But like, leave
me wishes to roll history to remember if Daddy has magic friends.
but,
Yes, you
That
may roll
could have,
history.
but,
if I could only actually do it in person.
Oh, right. Uh, I need to roll for you. My apologies,
You
I
must
forgot.
play the role of Tommy's brain today.
we must probably gonna feed like Spider a little bit of a meat ration from our back pocket. Like, there. Like,
What are you feeding it specifically?
I'm feeding it some a beef ration, like a beef jerky ration to it.
It will take the beef jerky and not know what to do with it.
Stand over with its mandible, just kind of just looking at it like, what is this thing? Is it a tree? I don't know. So, what does Tommy's brain think?
Tommy's brain
As he-
will. Ooh, 18. Let me think
Tommy
for a second
remembers
because
everything.
I have not prepared a character for this.
Worst case. Hooray, Tommy, the ever so annoying plot device.
You do know that while not not one of the archmages, there is an individual your father has worked with, and the other archmages have worked with from time to time, an archdruid. Um, that you would also know that like the druids, while not quite as common in the territories as they would be, or not as common in the kingdoms as in the territories, they do exist, and they are just kind of around, and especially with Boxgilf and Drycarseld. Where's the map? There's the map. Especially with, oh come on, roll 20. Hey, you get the picture. Especially with the forest near Boxgilf and Drankarseld, you would know that there's quite a bit of druids here. They're definitely more prominent here than other places.
If we can find Buttersnake, I think I know some people who can help. They know the tree talk.
Excuse me, but Tommy Buttersnake is currently arrested because of what they did recently.
Yeah, he
What is
tried
with you guys
to.
and always getting arrested? Like I turn you away for 2 seconds.
Mine
And
was
then
by
poof,
complete
jail.
accident. His was by choice.
Yeah, but from a small amount of time we've known Buttersnake, I've kind of just already accepted it. Well, Buttersnake has to. Buttersnake needs to go into timeout, so Buttersnake is in timeout. Wait, are we allowed out of the city yet? I forget.
No.
We're not currently allowed.
Okay, we'll have to talk to my dad. We'll have to talk to the friends later. They know the tree talk. They speak to the leaves. One of them turned into a puppy and let me pet them once. It was fun. They were a big puppy.
With your 18, Tommy, you would know that about this time of year, they're not actually too far from the city. And also that you are free to leave the city. It is just Arkron and Lima, and now Zuko who are not.
Do I want to be responsible as a player and stay with the party, or do I want to be an irresponsible child and try to wander off on my own and then have everyone worry and try to get to me?
You won't be alone. I'll let my spider join you out there so you can help.
Roll for child behavior.
Only intelligence.
AKA roll a D100.
Roll Sam, roll my intelligence, and if it's below 10, I'm going to do the stupid answer.
Alrighty.
If it's 10 or below, it's going to be. Yeah, if it's below 10, I'm going to do the
7.
stupid answer. Tommy will think that it is his noble cause to, while his compatriots are stuck inside, to go off and help Lima's fighter.
Do you take Blinky with you?
Yes, I take Blinky.
Alrighty.
Blinky. Follow me, Blinky.
Be safe out there, and Blinky, do not consume Tommy.
It's okay.
Are we?
It's okay.
I. Are we just gonna let him do that?
The puppy posse and me shall go on forward. It'll be the pie incident all over again.
To be honest, he has his own kind of nature. I doubt most people wouldn't try to mess with Tommy, you know?
I'm just imagining that Tommy is just holding a giant spider with like 4 gnolls following in suit next to them.
Alright, Tommy, you do the irresponsible thing and find the Archmage. It actually is a lot less irresponsible than you think.
Irresponsible in the regard of I let a child wander alone.
Well, it's a lot less irresponsible than you think, because the Archmage, not Archmage, Archdruid is actually just in the park.
I go over to the druid and go, I am learning the species. As I just come over with my army of just tiny, random monster companions.
I'm sorry, I do not remember you. Wait.
You let me pet you.
Ah, yes, you are that child of Harker's. Nice to meet you again. Tommy, is it? What can I do for you today?
Magic Pajamas is scared of the spider, and one of my friends needs help keeping the spider calm. In other words, can you help me? Is there a way you can help me tame the spider? I just point out as I show him I show him Blinky.
Fascinating. A blink spider tamed. Huh.
I know. It was awesome. There was fighting, and there was sand. Then we got teleported here, but there was sand. There was a cactus.
Cactuses come back.
Meanwhile, in like a separate frame off in the distance, the singular cactus in the breeze, a tiny little like sand and just brushes by.
I
Back to the sea.
apologize. I am not sure what fully I could do for this creature.
Can you teach me how to help make it happy?
That
Princess, my other dude.
would take a while. Let me see what I have available.
Is possible through the power of hugs.
Dogs are quite powerful.
I know. That's how I made these friends.
If you don't mind, could we go over to the others while I am looking up druid spells?
Okay.
Yep.
I think there's Awaken.
Awaken
As
only
long as
works
his
on
intelligence
beasts.
is. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's a big ass fucking interdimensional spider.
Yeah, it counts as a monstrosity.
Yep, it's a monstrosity,
How
not a beast.
dare you insult him? He is adorable. And scary, but fun.
I imagine like Blinky looks, they are faced by, they look like a ginormous jumping spider, so they have ginormous eyes that look very cute.
Yes. Yet again, I'm a freaking talking robot that pretends to be a tiny knight with an army of gnolls. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the most terrifying thing that children will ever see at the park, and no one at school is ever gonna believe them.
Absolutely true. That's absolutely right.
I'm as suspicious as an old man at a children's playground.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, back with the serious party.
Limus is gonna wait for Tommy kind of patiently.
Archon. Sorry, go ahead.
It's kind of like near the edge where she can be, so she can kind of be close where Tommy is, so he doesn't have to walk far.
Archon is gonna go ahead and when Frederick wakes up, be like, "All right, boy, time to get training."
Already?
Well, I mean, yes.
All right.
Didn't you get you got enough rest, didn't you?
I wouldn't quite call that restful, but
I'm just basically now imagining their relationship as like a slightly more peppy version of Dad of Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
do you mean dad
They're
of
just
boys?
Dad of
That a
boy.
boy.
Dad
Yeah.
of boy. Like Dad of well, you literally basically adopted him.
Don't.
You're like what's the name of
Archon's
that
gonna
one
look.
samurai again?
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. Continue. Sorry.
Oh. Archon's gonna look at him. He's like, "Don't worry, I'll take it easy on you. You are still learning after all."
All right. I would say this wouldn't be this wouldn't be a trading session completely
Yeah.
because you're still on cooldown from that.
Yes.
But roll me a. Um, are you taking the lead against him, or is he taking the lead against you?
Um.
Are you getting him? Basically, are you teaching him defense by going on the offense, or are you teaching him offense by going on the defense?
Seeing as how
See,
what just went down, the latter.
All right. I would say then you roll a athletics check. He rolls
Hmm.
a Constitution save.
Okay.
I still find it neat that we actually made a mechanic for like this type of stuff. It's a pretty.
24 on the athletics check.
And I believe he has a 0 modifier to his saving throw. Or no,
Yes.
yeah, because
I'm
he
kind
only has 11 con at this point.
I just
Um.
realized I also
He
still have a
rolled a
lizard
13.
on me.
Yeah, so he would put up a good fight, but you are much too experienced for him, and you catch him. You get in his guard, and you're able to unbalance him very easily.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You're doing the hand thing where you're just slapping his hand when he's trying to hit you.
back at
Harder.
Tommy, um, I
And I'm not actually making contact. I'm doing like light taps.
yeah.
You know.
Meanwhile, back at Tommy, I do
The
apologize.
lizard is just staring.
I could either charm this creature or dominate it, but in either case, it would be me who is in charge of it. Although I would
Understandable.
magical influence may fail us here. However, if you could bring however, I could instruct the spider for a time, fully domesticate it, and then return it to you when it is prepared.
Okay. I think Lemur would be okay with that. Worst case, he go poof and come to us.
Oh,
I think. I
it's
don't know how magic spiders work.
well, this spider doesn't teleport; it just becomes invisible.
Oh, like hide and seek.
Yes, it hides, although where you could never find it.
Under the sofa?
No, not somewhere even more hidden than there.
A super sofa.
If that helps you think.
Tommy looks like he's thinking really hard about it. Meanwhile, just like the lizard is kind of just staring at him in disappointment on his head.
Right, I forgot you had a lizard.
Yes, and yes, he is still on me.
Well, if you are not the tamer of this spider, I would like to speak with them.
Unfortunately, they're stuck in the city because people got angry, and then people got more angry, and
You,
then things got bad.
you are still in the city. You're just in the park.
So I can actually go in
Tommy
there.
then proceeds. Then Tommy then slowly processes the information and realizes it. Oh, yeah, I can show you Lemur.
Thank you.
Do you want
And
me to bring Lemur, or do you want to go with me to Lemur?
I would like to go with you. And the Arcturus will
100.
stand up and follow you to meet Lima.
I feel bad that I'm constantly just progressing plot via the powers of companions.
I love it. I fucking love it. Fantastic.
This is like, I feel like this is what Avatar: The Last Airbender would have been if the Fire Nation didn't wipe out the entire army and just all of Aang's friends just randomly appeared over time.
Yes.
Like Boomy.
Yeah,
If
like
Boomy
Boomy
was
and like
younger.
all the people. If Boomy was younger, this is literally just an arm. Tommy is just like low tier version of Aang,
Yes.
except for like baby Aang. He's like super baby Aang.
I love it. It's fantastic. So
Tommy with his animal parade is marching to find
Why-
his friends, and then he's going to smell the doggy poo. Wait, what?
What?
Mistranslated in null again.
Hello there. May I ask which one of you is Lemur?
that'll be me. He sometimes messes up my name. Lima stands up a little bit. Hello.
Hello.
He would also see Archon just running circles around Frederick, just tapping him on the head, on the body, everywhere.
He's like kind of that overwhelmed, like just trying to shake you off at any opportunity. Just like as if a bug swarming around him.
I will then catch him and be like, okay, that's enough for today.
Alright. Um,
This is my friend.
the Archdruid will reach out a hand to you. Hello. It's good to meet
Hello. Like Lima's gonna stretch out
It's a
her left
duckman.
hand, shake their hand, because well, right
His.
arm and
His hand.
yeah. Nice to meet you. I am Lima Silverman.
Unfortunately,
She do.
my name is. Frick. I need to think of a name because I am very bad at names. Give me a moment.
This is Dogman. This is
privilege.
Dogman. If it's any, if it'll help any, Tommy will just continuously call him Dogman because he thinks that he's just massive puppy in disguise. Tommy, the greatest reason to make NPCs because unfortunately you know he's going to try to make friends with everything.
I am Carney, an Archdruid. Now, I would unfortunately have to inform you that I do not have any magical means that could help you at this moment. I could take the spider and domesticate it for you.
That'll be wonderful.
We're stuck in town, anything.
I apologize for any inconveniences.
No, there's no inconvenience here. I thank you for offering your help in this.
Very well.
Thank you, Dogman.
You're very welcome, Tommy.
As the lizard is just licking his eyeball.
The
Meanwhile, Tommy does nothing.
the druid will tickle the lizard under its throat.
The lizard will respond happily.
Take care of that, will you, Tommy?
I always do. I still have my brat friends back in home.
Although, if you would like, I could also take that lizard and... How to phrase
Can you
this?
teach him to talk?
Yes.
Licky, you now have a teacher. Learn the English language. As the lizard licks me in the eyeball.
he will hold out
You
his
shall do
hand,
well.
and the lizard will jump onto his hand and scurry into his clothing. Very well. I will see you again when I see you all.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
he will go off with Spider and open a portal in a tree in the park and walk through it with the spider and the lizard.
I still don't know how he does that. This is why I must learn the secret of the trees. He speaks to the leaves.
He is the
You
Lord of
notice
Time.
a lot of the people in the park are just kind of stunned a bit because yeah, it's a druid spell, but it's like just casually open a portal in the park through a tree.
Yeah, casually open a portal in the park and shove up.
Exactly.
I feel like children to this day are going to forever be terrified of trees, thinking they're giant spiders that live in the trees.
What's everyone's
Giant
passive
spiders live in
insights,
the
if I may
trees.
ask?
Probably dog shit.
12.
Lima's?
9. She has -1 in wisdom.
Oh yeah, none of you noticed anything. But I can assure you that when Emma hears about this, she's gonna be face palming. Because you just walked. Not only do you have 4 gnolls with you, which is kind of like people are gonna be suspicious, but you're far enough from Eragoreos where it's kind of like, what are those? You just walked a giant spider through town.
Tommy is the greatest plot drive ever. This is single-handedly my favorite character.
Also, this is
Except for maybe Victor.
this is the second NPC that you guys, and this is with different characters that you guys have just made facepalm hard.
Who's the
Not
first?
me.
Well,
Okay, let's
not
get
these
this straight
characters.
here.
Not these characters. I will
You made
say.
children cry. You be quiet. You did worse. You didn't make someone face palm. You made an army of children cry.
Anyway,
Not wrong.
what will you all do from here?
I guess some downtime, I guess, for activities and stuff.
Yep.
I'm going to learn more swear words.
Alright. Well, just inform me of what you would like to do for downtime activities, and we can RP it out.
I'm gonna
Huh.
practice now.
Alright.
Yeah, yep. Go practice now. Frederick is already tired out. So, Archon's gonna signal to the guard, a couple of the guards, and be like, "I'm gonna take a walk."
Alright. And they will follow you on said walk. What
And
is your passive perception, Archon?
12.
12? Alright.
Lima is actually going to be like running inside around the park, doing some laps and stuff like that, kind of get his mind off some stuff.
Alright.
So she's
Archon,
running.
while you're on your
Yes.
walk, you notice someone trying to be stealthy, but they are not very stealthy at all.
I can see you out there. You state your business, or I'll have the guards arrest you.
They run away.
Coward.
The guards will look at each other.
Should have prepared an action to suplex him.
Well, the guards will look.
He's like, wait, hold on. I will look at the guards. It's like, can I?
Would be better if we did it, but you could assist.
Yeah. All right. I will immediately book it and dash after him.
All right, you dash after him. Yeah, I would say that we go into pursuit here.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
pretty much. Oh yeah, how do pursuit rolls work? I never had to use them before.
I haven't either. So give me a moment to pull them up.
Is it
Oh,
funny
you
that like there's always a pursuit system in games, and like 50% of the time when a pursuit roll or test would need to be made, no one ever does it because we always like turning it into a combat encounter.
Well, it's basically meant to be a pseudo combat, but yeah.
Chase rules.
Yes.
I remembered in like one game I played, I remembered we just straight up turned the entire pursuit thing into an active initiative because I
If the
kept making
PCs are the
stuff fall around them.
pursuer, that means the quarry has to start the chase. If the PCs are the pursuer, that means the quarry has to start the chase near cover and get to concealed before the PCs can react.
So basically, their goal is to break line of sight and hide, much like in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
Movement
simple
speed
rules.
is not a factor in a chase after line of sight has been broken
Well, I've got
as
the
raw
chase. I got
athletic
chase
ability.
rules
Yeah.
pulled up here. So
Alright,
we have
cool.
begun chase. During a chase, a participant can freely use the dash action a number of times equal to 3 plus con mod. Each additional dash action takes during the chase requires the creature to make a DC 10 Constitution check at the end of its turn or gain 1 level of exhaustion. And then it drops out of the chase if it reaches level 5 exhaustion.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then there's chase complications, but yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
should keep that noted for when I use chases in the future.
So I can
like
dash
that
as
rule.
many times as 3 plus my con mod?
Yep.
Okay.
Ah. Is it like one of those things where like people secretly write down how much they want to do and it's revealed all at once?
This
When I
is just
started chase... Sorry, go ahead.
this is just gonna be dashing for a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, was it a straight line from the alleyway that I saw him?
The alleyway was about a straight line, yeah. This guy did a horrible job hiding.
This person's
So basically, I'm
hiding
just
because I
walking
am being quiet.
along, and I legit just turned my head, stop for a moment, and I see this dude, like,
Yep.
just standing there.
Yeah, he's even worse. He is crouched down right beside a crate in an alleyway.
Oh my goodness, this guy thinks he's a Skyrim player.
So, I'll let him get some distance, and then I'll just start dashing.
All right.
And
So we're
I
literally
can
hunting
dash
him.
about, I mean, basically, the amount of time he's running, I'm looking at the guards and like, may I?
All right. Just give me a little bit of time to read
All right.
over how to end the chase. All right.
I did realize something. You can use a prepare action to prepare intimidate, and that's basically the equivalent of standing still and just turning around going.
All right. So
yes, it is.
let's
I
get
need to use
started.
this more.
Corey
Alright.
takes the dash action and is running. Do you just use your movement or do you take your dash action?
Well, I see him start running. I look at the guards, be like, may I? And then the whole situation's like, prefer it be us, but I wouldn't mind, assisting. I immediately just dash.
All right. So you are keeping pace because you're both dashing, so you're both moving the same speed, unless you have any bonus to speed.
I don't have any bonus to speed. I have a
Alright.
base
You can
30.
dash a number of times equal to your con mod, though.
Yeah. Well, that is total for the chase.
Yeah,
Not
that
in
is
it.
total for the
Okay.
chase.
All right. So then, he will look over his shoulder, see you're pursuing, take the dash action again. So.
I will. Yeah, I'll dash as well.
All right.
Can
All right. Oh wait.
Act.
All right. So we actually will have rolled 4d20s because to see if complications occurred. Sorry, I am very new to chase rules.
You're good.
Yeah.
We do this for fun,
Um,
not because we're smart.
All right. So at the end of. All right. So. Sorry. Very new to
You're
this.
good.
So on the first one,
Okay.
3, a large stained glass window or similar barrier blocked his path. DC 10 strength save, which is a +0. So this is gonna be 5.
Someone's gonna.
Bonk and falls. And you hold on. And he fell prone, which means with his dash he would have only made it half speed. So you caught up on him. 13 for you means no complication. 17 means no complication. 14 means no complication. You have made one step on him because he had to sacrifice speed. All right, and then
Yes.
so now it is his turn. That's
And
2
running into
dashes he
garbage cans.
used. All right, and he will use another dash, keeping pace. 12 is no complication. Archron, your turn.
I dash.
All right, you're keeping pace. Roll me d20.
Yep. Roll a d20. Boop, boop. Buh.
Yeah, I'm gonna
12.
12, no complication.
All right.
So you two, you've been chasing him right at the start, kind of keeping in this trend for him. He turned around and just bonked into a big pane of glass that people were carrying. After that, he turned onto the street, and you two have just been running down the street, passing people as you go. Alrighty.
Okay.
And then it is his
I
turn.
don't know why, but I'm imagining like intense bongo music playing as he's like chasing after him, like that jungle chase music.
He's taking a third dash, and there is no complication. Archron,
I'll take my third dash.
roll d20.
A 3. Oof.
3. This is, again, another pane of glass in the middle of the road. Roll me a strength
Strength save?
Yep.
All right.
I think they're
That's
repairing
a,
all
oh
the
my
windows.
gosh.
Ooh.
Actually, I think I can re-roll that.
What lets you re-roll it, if I may
Or
ask?
well, I don't know. I think I do.
Do you have
Jesus.
athlete?
No, I do not have anything.
Mm.
Thought I did.
On the bright side, you guys are
Right.
now at equal pace.
Yeah, so
Basically,
you-
just reset from what he had.
you bonk off of this window, and you fall prone. He has now gained what he had lost originally on you.
You know, just so that doesn't happen again, can I just rage?
I will say a rage adds 2 dashes to you.
Adds 2 dashes for me?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
get hit by a pain, so that actually makes sense.
Yeah, it
I got
does.
hit by the pain, and I'm just like, I'm like, not happening again.
It is now his turn. He will take a dash, and he is out of dashes, so he must make a con save. Natural 20. Goes right through
Nice.
it. Archon, it is your turn. You stand up after movement. You can use your dash.
I will use my dash, yes.
Alright, you're keeping pace. Are you keeping track of your dashes? How many you have left?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
So,
Plus, you also rage with another 2 dashes, technically.
Yes.
alright, it is his turn. Con save. That is a success. I forgot to roll for complications, so I rolled both. No complication for last round, but this round. Alright. He needs to make a dex saving throw. He succeeds the deck save and goes past the the dogs that get aggressive because he's running. Someone's just out walking their dogs, and then he's running at them, and they get aggressive because it's like, ah, person running at us.
Yeah.
um,
I
Simply
dash.
doing the
You use
same,
your
but
dash?
They walk onto a lane.
Yes.
11, no complication. It is his
I-
turn.
Yep.
Uses his dash. Suffers a level of exhaustion instead.
Ooh.
Let me just double check exhaustion.
The first one, it's disadvantage on all checks.
I believe so.
I
I
remember
just want
this from. Yeah, I remember this vaguely from that one time me and my friends were doing a thing, and one of the things is the library made it so there was a creature that did exhaustion damage,
to. Oh, not a,
and it was one of the interesting ways to play out a minor narrative in the middle of a scene. I liked it. Like,
Exhaustion
literally, you just got hit with exhaustion.
is level 1 disadvantage on ability checks. Yes.
all right. It is your turn.
I use my dash.
Yep. You have now caught up to him again because he suffered the level of exhaustion instead of getting his dash. I adding that just because feels poignant.
Yeah. Roll for complication.
Yep.
I rolled a 6.
6. 6 is
The dogs.
the dogs. Same dogs. DC. Dexterity check. Acrobatics check specifically.
No person.
Acrobatics.
No person.
Yes.
Bark.
That's a 10.
10. You just barely pass by the dogs. The dog, what is going on? And just tries to get the dogs off of the street.
Sorry, this
Tell
is
me that
official
another roll
business.
is dogs.
All right, it is
Why are you talking to dogs?
his turn. Makes his dash. And then rolls for
Is it
complication.
disadvantage?
That's on checks, not saves.
Isn't that the same?
Saves are
Nope,
different than
it's different.
checks.
Oh, ability checks. Okay. Okay.
And then complication roll. 6.
Some more
What, the
dogs.
dogs get free and chase after him.
I knew this was gonna happen. It's well, okay. What was it? Which Olympics was this? The 1908 Olympics or 19?
he
Was
gets
it the 1904 Olympics?
he gets free of the dogs.
Alright.
And make your dash.
I make my dash. I now must make a con save. Or wait, no, this is my 6th dash. This is my last dash.
All right, so you don't need
think.
to make a con save quite yet. Roll d20 for
Yeah.
complication.
A 4.
4. 4 is not the dogs. In the chaos, he passed by some workers who dropped the barrels and crates they were carrying, and has created a bit of a maze. You can either roll in acrobatics or an intelligence check.
I'll know which one he's rolling.
You said acrobatics?
You're gonna.
Acrobatics or intelligence.
I can't substitute athletics and just barge my way through.
I would
would
say
go
you could. I will
That'd be
raise
hard.
the DC doing so.
Alright.
But just in raging mode, you
But
would
you're
have
raging,
advantage
so
on-
you do have advantage. on it.
23!
Boom!
23. So you know the Juggernaut's ability to just do damage when he
So-
walks through an object.
So this guy is going to see, he's trying to shake off the dogs. He just sees Archon just barrel through these crates like it was nothing.
And at that, you startle him enough where he trips and falls down, looking over his shoulder, and then the dogs start getting to him. And with that roll and that wisdom save he just rolled, you catch him. The dogs are.
But
Yeah, he
The
is
dog.
traumatized.
Ah, get these dogs off me! Ah!
I'm gonna pick him up by his collar, by the back of his collar.
The dogs are barking mad and they're starting to go after you now.
Enough!
Roll intimidation.
Or animal handling.
You can use.
Oh.
Um. You can use. Do you have proficiency in intimidation? No, you don't for that
I
number.
don't.
You can use your strength score instead since you're raging.
My strength score is a 16.
Alright, so so that would be a +3. So that would be an 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me roll a wisdom for the dogs.
by the way, I'm gonna say this now.
They back off with that because
But-
they don't have a plus. And then they go running off in random directions.
But I'm gonna say this now. I just imagine like your character right now just running like the character who says Flint Lockwood in Cloudy Chance of Meatballs. You know that character? That's the way I imagine like your character running. You know? It's like,
Yeah, I get what you mean. I like that.
He has the guy by basically the scruff of his shirt, looking at
also
him
has brown shoes?
straight into his eyes, and his eyes are like deadpan.
um,
What were you planning on doing?
they just said to keep an eye on you. Please
Uh
don't kill
huh.
me.
Uh huh. Don't.
Sorry.
I'm not going to kill you, son. I don't kill people.
No, that isn't true.
That wasn't me. And then he's going to legit show him and basically tear off the bandages with his teeth and show him all the damage that the basically the gauntlets did.
At this point, the guards catch up. They weren't even really running. They were because you had them. They were just taking a leisurely stroll.
Yeah.
Well, good job there. And then some more guards show up. You got him? Yeah, we got him. And then they take him. And
I will hand him off to him.
Thank you for your help.
He was part of those people.
Oh yeah. Wasn't that hard? Who else is keeping an eye on you besides us?
Anyone nearby?
Yeah, like there's a big crowd watching.
Yeah. There's like a granny from her window who was prepared to throw a flower pot to help.
I will say you probably need to pay for those barrels and crates, but given that you helped us, we'll cover it for you.
I will go over to the person and I will apologize for that. I'm sorry. I had
I have
And
no
he-
idea what's going on here, but I guess if you needed to.
Is that like a kind of
As-
dock worker or like construction dude who's just too
It's a long
tired to give a
story.
shit?
It's a
we'll
long story.
we'll pay for it, sir. Don't worry. On the city. All right, thank you.
Well, that was a good cardio workout.
I'd say.
All right, time to continue on our walk. As he
I like
ushers the
how-
guards, ushers the guards forward.
At this point, they've gone from kind of like a bit hostile to like, I mean, this guy isn't so bad.
Just kind of like
They've
Ugh.
gone. These two have officially switched from like, all right, we're keeping an eye on him, both to keep an eye on him and to prevent stuff. But then now it's just like, oh, yeah. I think this guy's got himself as just keep an eye just in case.
I'm just kind of imagining that if this was a television series, the episode would just be called "The Walk" in like quotation marks.
Walked a little bit.
The walk.
All right, Lima, you are taking your walk?
No, I'm running laps around the park. I'm saying I'm
Alright.
running. I'm full on running.
What is
No, I'm just
your passive perception?
9.
9? Alright. Uh, how many laps do you run?
I would say 10 plus con, so 12 laps.
12 laps? Alright.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to do after you run your laps?
After running with the laps, she's probably going to take a small breather and a water break. Okay, kind of catch her breath and stuff.
Alright.
needs to drink from the fountain, but not the drinking fountain, the actual fountain.
Yeah. No, she got the water skin. She's drinking from her water skin.
I like how the run is more calm than the walk.
Just tomorrow, push myself even further. She Stacy pops her back real quick, and then I should go somewhere to get a quick thing to eat. Then again, I probably should eat some rations for now. She's gonna look at her right arm and kind of softly touch it again. Yeah.
There is no
At least
reaction from you touching it.
it's good. A nice reaction. No, I'm imagining. That potion's a blessing.
At the moment, your arm is as magical as the average weeaboo anime character with Shinobi.
She's gonna read some of the writing on the arm a little bit and see if she can recognize any handwriting or like similarities to handwriting on it. You know?
Excuse me. A voice calls
Huh?
out to you.
Hello.
Yes, hello. I do apologize for interrupting you, but are you Lima Solomon?
Yes, I am.
I thought so. You. There are rumors about you, for sure. Not all of
Probably
them.
not.
Not all of them pleasant, but some. A lot of us think of you as a victim of circumstance. 12 years, huh?
Can you repeat that last bit there?
12 years, huh?
Yeah, 12 years from now.
Quite the burden to bear. And the Archmages haven't helped you at all?
No, they have. Just some of them are a little bit easier to deal with than others. It was a massive event, and I was basically the catalyst.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think things need to change here?
There are some parts of the city that are perfectly peaceful, but other parts that seem to have need a little bit of help.
Not the city. This whole
Not the
country.
I, I'm not much of a thinker, to be honest.
Maybe you should start. And when you do, And if you do think things need to change, you'll know where to find me. And he will give you a smile before walking away.
And foreboding.
So I'm gonna probably process what Lima would think after hearing that. Process.
At that, let's jump over to Tommy.
Yeah.
You are learning
Meanwhile,
Knoll.
Tommy,
Are you just in the
you
park
just
learning Knoll, or have you gone home or somewhere else?
we're just in the park learning Null. You basically just see him and his little Null friends just hanging out. We're just like drawing on parchment paper, and he's just like doodling Null words.
Are you
Like,
also teaching them common while you're doing this?
but of course, it's the only way we would have been able to translate half of this.
So this weird kind of double situation where you're learning Knoll from exposure, they're learning common from exposure.
Yeah,
It's
also
nice.
because he
What's Tommy's passive perception?
probably dog shit.
All right, I keep forgetting you don't have access to your sheet. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm just as brainless as Tommy.
I think I can check it.
I
Um,
have it pulled up. 11. Yeah,
okay.
you notice you're used to this. You notice that people are watching you, and it's not necessarily like a. Well, it's usually kind of curiosity if it's like a mixture of oh that's cute and what. Um, at this
That's
it's
cute.
Tommy is cute. You're cute. People usually recognize that, but it's also what the heck. This time you notice it's a lot more of the what the heck with your nose.
I pet one of them on the head.
The people just kind of like, all right, not our place to judge and move on.
Yeah, my
For the
wings.
most part, there's a few people who are just jerks and just staring rudely.
Oh, yeah, because fuck them, but I'm too young to understand that yet. I'm not a teenager yet. I'm not even in my. I'm still like. I'm 4 years old. I'm not even in my tens yet, where I become moody and angsty and want to make myself feel like I'm a big boy now. But I'm not smack talking people.
I can't wait for Tommy to keep cameoing in later campaigns, and he's progressively older and acting different.
I know.
Hey,
it's
just
just
Tommy is literally just a personification of the innocent boy childhood experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're learning with your dolls. You're teaching them a bit of common. Is there anything else you want to do?
Let us see. I think he will then begin a prayer circle.
Alrighty.
Because honestly, I can't really think of too many things that Tommy can do. He's not a craftsman. He's not a researcher. He's not really anything but good boy.
Well, you do have proficiency with Smith's tools and a dice set.
Wait, what? Wait, what are my proficiencies again? I completely forgot I chose these.
You have Smith's tools as proficiency, which I take it you took to repair yourself, and a dice set.
A dice set. Oh.
I know what Tommy does.
I do not believe you have a dice set, but you have proficiency with it.
But I can make one.
A metal one.
Tommy will oh wait, I don't know stoneworking. I need junk.
You also do not have any tools on you.
Do I have any random things made from metal? No. I know. No, I still need tools.
Yeah.
Tommy's like, just like, dolls are just wondering in anticipation of what he's doing.
Also, a reminder: one of the Knolls has the Warhammer, and they
That
have
is
it
true.
forever.
That is still the most hilarious thing ever, and it was a great moment for him to distinguish himself from the group.
In fact, I'm actually going to delete the Warhammer from Lima's character sheet because it's technically in your inventory instead.
I'm
Ready?
sorry. Sorry. Why
No,
are
it's
you always giving my companions weapons? This always happens.
I have no idea. By the way,
It's too beautiful.
I'm gonna let you know now. Both daggers that Lima has are dulled, so they can't kill. That's like it's done. Okay.
Tommy will begin his prayer circle in the
All
park
right.
and
How
try to
long?
commune with the light bulbs inside his head.
Alrighty.
That is what I'm going to be calling those two mysterious glowing entities that he seems to meet in his dream that one time.
All right. I'm gonna be rolling a charisma check. Oh, this is spellcasting, so I'll also add your proficiency bonus to this, which is +2. You feel something. You feel something. You're not quite sure what it is. And it takes you a moment before, would Tommy know the history of the Warforged people and kind of how they're made?
Yeah, his mommy would have taught him.
Right, yeah,
It would have been probably a bedtime story, if anything.
you feel something, but it's that something you've always felt. That piece of the living spark that the first researchers tapped into and basically made what were what is normally in one of the outer planes, these mechanical people that they're not biological, but they still have a soul given by the living spark. You feel that,
The
or is
shape
it,
people.
or is it just that? Is it just that part of the living spark, or is it the living spark, or is it this other light that you saw? You're not quite sure, but you feel something there.
I sense shapes. Shapes that get bigger. Shapes that were small. Shapes that keep growing. Shapes that follow a rule. Shapes that grow. Seeing them. There is big shape. Really big shape. But what is big shape? Tommy knows what his side goal must be now. He must learn math.
Sorry.
What's good, man?
Oh, Tommy is the best character. I apologize for that phrasing. Tommy's really good.
Yeah, he is.
I
We all love him.
apologize for
He's
saying.
really good comic relief.
I apologize for saying the best because everyone's good in their own way, but Tommy just has some. Andrew just has a way of role playing. I apologize for that slip of the tongue.
No worries.
Although admittedly, Tommy is alongside Victor, one of my favorite characters.
I would also like to kind of justify at least why I said it, because it's usually kind of multiple characters can be the best. It's just a statement on they are really good. Really well done.
Yeah, and Tommy's one of the best ones we have in this campaign.
Anyway, sorry about that.
It's okay. My brain is just easily distracted. So I just say don't.
How long will Tommy and the Knowles do this prayer circle?
We will pray together and focus on the light bulbs and the shapes. For honestly, as long until Tommy gets bored. Roll for intelligence.
Alright, your intelligence is at a +0.
2.
I take it he rolled a 1.
No, you got a
No,
2. Because his intelligence is at 11, which is a +0 modifier, so he's a 2.
So as they're kind of praying in a good circle for a little while, Tommy then hears the sound of a butterfly and goes, ooh, and gets distracted as the Knolls are following after him to make sure he's not doing anything stupid.
Exactly.
Butterfly.
If no one else has anything they would like to do,
I'm following the butterfly.
I actually would like Lima to do something else in a bit.
Alright, well, we'll cut to Lima now.
So, Lima has gotten some thought, and is now going to try to open her horizons, and she's actually going to walk around the city, and with summer downtime right now, she's gonna go around and help some people here and there and get their opinions on the city and what they would view would be a good way to improve it a little bit.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion +7. Oh boy, 26.
Oh yeah, you get a bunch of different points of view. You get some people, and it's kind of like the same kind of points of view. Like you ask most cities, like, what do you think? There's gotta be the people that's like, oh, I love it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, government's not doing enough. Oh, government's doing too much. You get just kind of like all those views. There doesn't
Mhm.
seem to be a consensus. But then
She's also
True.
you you see this tall woman with wearing a cloak, not hiding her face, but hiding her head with it. You can still see her face, but just her face.
Like at the beginning of Aladdin, where she like wears the head wrap thing that covers her hair, but you can still see her face.
Yeah. So
Heck of food.
Lima's gonna walk over to her. Hello.
Hello. Nice to
May I
meet
ask
you.
your opinion? Do you need any help with anything? And what are your thoughts on the city and what you think would improve it a little bit?
Oh, I'm just here passing through. I'm not here to stay.
Understood.
But
Well, I hope
Miss Solomon, we may have some
she
things to
freezes up.
talk about anyway.
Like Lima's gonna freeze up a little bit as soon as because she hasn't given her name out to them yet, so she freezes up a little bit.
She will take something out of her pocket and flip a coin and catch it.
Lima then relaxes a bit and brings out her both her coins.
One of those is a symbol, the other is more important. Come, let us talk.
I'll gladly talk with you. Lead the way.
She will take you into a tavern and take you to a private booth. Please sit.
She sits down politely.
May I ask you a question?
You may.
What are you doing here?
Currently, right now, I am slightly under house arrest by the Archmages because of my wild magic surges of late.
But what are you doing here? Why here? Why now?
One of my companions had another coin. His name's Tommy, and his goal is to find his father.
Are you just
My goal,
here because you're
my
trying to
goal,
help him?
exactly.
But there's so much more you could be doing.
Like Lima nods again.
Lima, I know you as a follower of the Master. We all know you because you made a big impact. But, and I'm going to be frank here, you can't just keep drifting through.
What would you recommend me doing then?
Choose. Make your own decisions.
I'll do my best to do that. Thank you very
Don't
much for
do
your
your
advice.
best. Do it. The Master. The Master is fate, but fate. Fate is a series of events, but things are still in our control. You don't worship fate by walking through life waiting for things to happen. You worship fate by making things happen. And she will throw back the her hood, and you will see that her hair is covered in is not hair, it's snakes.
Lima is not perturbed by this, so he just smiles. It's nice to see that you're kind of well.
Do you know about my kind?
A little bit here and there.
What do you know?
I know you're called the Gorgon, and that most of your hair actually can be sentient at times. As much as I don't know much after that, though. My father was a little bit more into figuring out other races and getting to know them a bit more before, you know.
Do you know what they say about us? Why they say we're like this?
Sadly, I don't.
There was a text from the old empire that said we were cursed because of some ancestor we had pissed off the gods and they cursed us. What do you think of us then?
I just think that your people, you might view yourself as cursed, might have gifts that others will never think of.
But here's the thing, we are not cursed.
I know. You are just a people,
No,
and you are.
not even that. It wasn't some ancestor got cursed. We've always been like this. We've always been part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Lima, I wouldn't get where I was now if I made the same path as you. If I just walked forward. Sometimes you need to walk back, sometimes you need to walk off the path.
I need to be more bold.
Indeed. Well, and she will put her hood back on. I will be on my way. I have somewhere to get to.
Lima stands up and bows. Thank you, sister, for your advice.
We are not quite sisters yet. Maybe with time we will be, but for now our roles are very different. She'll nod her head to you and then walk out of the tavern.
Lima nods her head back. She takes a deep breath, walks out the tavern, then goes to the Archmage's tower.
Which
And
Archmage?
you know the one that hates her the most. She wants to talk to him. Time to be bold. Time to be brash.
Come on, I'm trying to find
I would be terrified after.
it. Right. Oh, I've had you guys on this map the whole time. My apologies.
No
It's
worries.
okay, I can't see.
Yeah, we'll get this over there. Or just
Tommy is
now.
blinded.
All right. As you reach the bottom of the tower, the I guess secretary would be the best term. He looks up at you. I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? We already met you today once.
I'd like to start to speak with him a little bit later this week. It's okay if I plan that out.
Yes, we can. I can get you on the schedule.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
In this world, what's the stereotypical number for bad luck?
There is not one, to my knowledge.
To be one.
damn it, because I would have asked her, like this character, the secretary here, to make the date on the most unluckiest day that could possibly be for number wise.
Got it. Tuesday.
Hey,
It's supposed
that's today.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Uh,
They're not in this month. There too many superstitious unlucky days.
I'm sure their 13 is like the most popular one.
true.
Well,
I guess
in
I'll-
this world, I meant Librasum, not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
no, I
world.
mean like, most likely, I presume the vibe you're going for is you're basically picking something that is as iconic as that. Like, you know, that one day in particular that everyone, for some reason, is awkwardly paranoid of.
Yes. That's kind of what I was trying to go for, but if that's not the case in the Librasum, I'm gonna go for the beginning of next week.
All right. You will be locked in for an appointment.
Thank you.
Then
do.
he's never going to arrive.
Do you do anything else?
I'm then gonna proceed to go over to Archon,
All right.
if you know where he is.
Arkrod, where are you? What are
Just
you
in the
doing?
back road.
Still walking. I'm then going to how clear is the street right now?
I would say it's getting about late afternoon, so it's clearing up.
I'm gonna go to an clearing. I'm gonna stand there and face the guards, and I'm gonna wait for a good amount of people to leave, and I'm just like, so which one of you is the lucky one to spar me today?
Excuse me, may I quickly say something if case I get here see that in time?
Roll me a d20 to see if you do.
Okay. 6. I do not.
Yeah, you definitely don't. The guards will
Because-
chuckle. I don't think either of us, quite frankly. After seeing that display.
What? Are you guys cowarding out?
Arkham
it-
needs to find a party that doesn't involve violence.
Is it cowardly to back out of a fight you know you'll lose?
Fair point. Fair point. As as he's just gonna put his hands, he's gonna just cross his arms and just like, eh. Just sits there waiting.
Curiosity, can Tommy just like barge in as he's chasing the butterfly and bump into Archon?
Yes, he can.
The powers of stupidity and also be easily distracted by butterflies.
You feel a very heavy object done into the back of your legs, Archon.
Tommy, Tommy,
Hello.
I'm gonna turn around and like legit smack Tommy upside the head. Tommy!
Hello.
What are you doing? Why are you parading the gnolls around the city alone?
One of the Knowles waves at you, Archon.
Which one?
There was a butterfly.
It is Prowl who just waves at you.
Hi, Prowl.
I had a butterfly and I thought it was shiny.
But butterflies aren't shy. Never mind.
Things shine brightly. Tommy looks at you with the most derpy and adorable face possible.
How about we make it fair? How about it's 2-on-1?
Are you talking to the guards?
Yes.
It's time you get to wrestle. Tommy likes wrestling. It's fun.
We gotta keep an eye out, but if if you want to wrestle with the little robots, little Warforged, my apologies, retconning what he said.
Tommy probably doesn't. I feel like Tommy probably doesn't mind being called a
Tommy
robot.
slowly
The term
raises
robot just
his
wouldn't
arm.
exist. It's just that the
Yeah,
term robot wouldn't exist.
Tommy slowly raises his arm and then proceeds to challenge one of them to a arm wrestling match.
I mean, I think you guys would have a better match against him.
I wrestle.
And he's actually gonna chuckle.
We have a job to do. I am sorry. We have to keep an eye out.
Tommy's gonna look at him and start to be really sad. Roll for persuasion. Tommy wishes to roll persuasion to guilt trip them into playing with him. What did you roll?
23.
Tommy is
I would-
great.
I would say roll an insight against that.
That's a 23.
You could. Mm,
They're not gonna succeed even with a nat 20.
No, they'd succeed with the nat 20. I'm just. One of them is like. I mean, I guess only one of us has to keep an eye out. Yeah.
don't. I mean, and then he's like, I mean, you did say after my performance today, I'm more than enough.
I mean, you're enough to defend yourself, but we still gotta keep an eye out in case they come.
Tommy will have.
So, quick question: how far away is Lima right now from this?
You're about coming up just now.
Lima's gonna walk down, go to Archon, grab him on the scruff. You, me, spar now.
Wait, what?
You, me, spar now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Tommy is distracted by the prospect of arm wrestling.
Well, if the little lot, well, if you do want to, alrighty.
So, quick question: have you had a short rest or a long rest right now? Just wondering.
You have had a short rest.
Okay, so I can roll a hit dice, and I will roll a hit dice. So 1d12. So here we go. So 1 HP I gained.
I forget what Tommy's health is, but either case, arm wrestle.
Alright, I'm gonna do a roll off. The guard is gonna roll at a +1. Tommy has his bonus included.
Tommy has his natural looking man. I forget, didn't it like slam him with strength?
The guard beats you, surprisingly.
Rematch.
He just had more leverage than you.
Rematch.
Alrighty.
16 versus.
Tommy's 6 again.
At this point, the guard. I'm gonna do something else with Tommy here, just to see if he's catching on to something. Oh yeah, you're realizing the guard is kind of like he's learned how to beat you here. He learned your tricks that first match.
So he's cheating. Smart. It's mean.
Right.
Tommy wishes to do one more round. Winner take all.
Alrighty.
Rolls another 6. I swear.
Tommy casts guide. Tommy prays first before battle.
Who?
Praise Lord.
Well, now to add a D4 to that 21.
It always happens in threes. Thank you God for threes.
3. Well, so 3. So it's 3s of 3s.
Boom!
power of holy light compels you.
Yeah,
Theodore Moore
there's just some
you.
glowing from it in your metal body as you just slam his head down. Whoa.
Yay. Tommy then hugs the man and says, "Yeah."
You're welcome. Alright,
So-
Lima and
Johnny.
Archron.
Yes.
Yep, time for sparring.
How would you like to spar this? Would you like it to be a skill challenge? Or would you like it to be
I like to-
combats?
I like to be skill challenges here.
Skill challenge.
That day I can't
Alrighty.
not see
Alright.
combat.
Roll me. Athletics check, the both of you.
Do you
Probably
both
lose.
wish to rage?
Would you like to rage?
No rage at the beginning.
No raise either at my beginning either.
Alright.
The build-up.
Lima, you're actually able to use Archron's mass against him. You kind of learned this from sparring with him. You know that he's definitely strong, but you're using that to your advantage, kind of getting where you need to be and letting him help you push him where you want him to go.
The power of levers.
Alright.
Is it possible for me to do my next check, do more of a performance check, kind of doing like a slight dance around him for the next part? Instead of
Yeah. You can roll. How this would work is you roll performance, but you would be using your dexterity instead of your charisma. So subtract your charisma modifier, add your dexterity modifier instead.
So -5 to this. Gotcha.
All right.
Wait,
But-
what?
He's basically -5 to cancel out his +5 charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
So-
I would have a athletics check.
Yep.
I'm also proficient in it, so it's adding my proficiency
I
into
am
it.
going to
Dirty
I'm
20.
actually going to rage for this one.
Adding to rates this. Okay.
Well, Lima rolled the dirty. Oh!
Both
Lima,
rates-
you're kind of dancing around, but there comes a point where you do a spin, and your back's exposed, and Archron gets you that way. But you're also in the middle of a spin, so you roll off a bit, and so it's a draw.
Nice. Tommy is enjoying the fake popcorn, which may or may not be just something random he took from the garbage can.
All right, roll again.
Time athletics. Because ready? And this time I'm gonna be adding my rage to this, so I'm gonna be raging.
And for the audience, the way this skill challenge is working is that every time, basically, it's going to be working on a sliding scale, and you basically have to get 3 points to get a win. If you get a natural 20 compared to a non-natural 20, like Archron just did, that will count as 2 points you get, which will subtract from Lima, and so it is now 1 weighing in Archron's favor, as he grabs Lima. Or this is a natural 20. You explain what happens here, Presley.
Basically, as you switch from dancing, like your little dance, to actually going off, I managed to get one of my legs in between your legs and trip you a bit.
Mhm.
Like basically catching you off balance while still basically grabbing you on still grappled, you know.
By the way, quick question: how would you rule reckless for doing something reckless inside sparring, like using? Just wondering.
I mean, if it's reckless, wouldn't come into play for
People
a skill
advantage?
challenge.
Yeah.
Especially since raging would already give you the advantage in
Advantage.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for letting me know. Just want to make
Alright.
sure. Okay.
that would still be cool though.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, and Archron, Lima tries to get up, but you just grab and roll over you and back on the ground again.
So 1 away for Archon to win.
Yep.
Alright.
Roll off.
3, 2, 1.
1.
And at that, Archon, you put your foot on Lima's chest, and the match is decided.
Lima gets up, dusts herself off. Okay, that's good enough.
Archon will actually extend a hand out.
Lima takes it. Thank you.
Not bad.
Still slightly have no match against you, but I'm improving. I'm improving.
And
But wait,
Andrew
if you want,
disappeared.
you can definitely kind of see that. Actually, I'm gonna say it. Lima seems to be trying to pump herself up to do something more or less this right now. She's running
Whatever,
after-
whatever it is that is bothering you, don't let it bother you too much. I'm pretty sure you will do just fine.
Thing is, I got advice from somebody recently to be more bold, and I'm gonna do my best to be that. After all, fate doesn't smile on those who don't act.
Yeah, fair point.
So I kind of guess you stop being passive, seeing how she slowly goes so like about to reach her right arm, then stops herself. That happens.
Oh. Some wounds take a little longer to heal.
I'm trying to remember if Lima has looked into the mirror recently or not. Probably hasn't looked into the mirror since the eye thing. So she doesn't know about the thing around her eye right now. Oh boy.
Well, at that, partially because Andrew disappeared and partially because this is a bit of a slow session, I think it'd be good to call it there. Bit of an RP session, but yeah.
We got
Um,
to include a chase mechanic.
yeah, that was impromptu, and I am sorry for not having
No,
the
that's
mechanics
fine.
memorized.
It's all good.
No, that's perfectly fine. We didn't expect the chasing to ever happen. That's the thing.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for everyone who showed up, and yeah, I'm gonna go on Deafen for a bit, and then on the stream. So, see you guys after I call.